Alright, that's a great view. This is not a field that I've even named, and I found some pieces, although I do know now that this land and this water easement down here is all North American Indian land. They were everywhere. So I've come out here where the conditions are perfect and done well. Just biding my time. Really don't take a whole lot of time to film. Because I want to just get through and find what I can find, and if you can find stuff like this, why slow down too much to put every individual piece on film? So I'm just going to show you this, and one behind me, look at this Guilford. Just missing a little on the tip. These are great artifacts though. Now I know some of you are saying, look at that banded crystal. Indeed. Indeed. Holy smack, right? Just missing a little on the tip as well. To give you a good look at these. That's a snap base. You can tell where it was hafted in on this piece. I can tell they hafted it in around the bottom. Maybe it had some type of Marl Mountain base snapped off, but I think they hafted it right where my thumb is right there and went ahead and made a point out of that. It's very difficult for us to make a perfect science out of it. We can assume things, but man, they just used it as they needed it and needed food. Piece of sugar quartz here. Now I'm not sure about this piece behind me. Let's take a look at it. Down there. I'm hopeful. There's been so many footprints. Somebody did cover this stuff when it was wet, and I think they probably did good with just some of the stuff I found here in the last half hour. But this looks like it might be worth looking at. It was tight. Hard to see anything, you know, and I can only hope. I just figured I'd put it on film and see what we got under there for quartz. The shoulder's either broken or weak, but it is a point indeed. And I figured, man, I found enough now that I can get them on film. You know, we are assembly line freaks. We want everything to look exactly the same. Whether we found a perfect one or we found one before, we want both ears or what have you. I call that the assembly line fault in our characters. It's not about assembly line here. It was about making pieces that would work to get their dinner, to get their food. And that is worked off on the edge there. There's no break. I don't know if my focus is working. Nice point though. Just so, there we go. Sure. We could desire it a whole lot different. Look at it in the sun if I can get my focus working. I guess you'd call that a weak shoulder. Maybe re-edged or reworked. But I'm going to promise you, once it's hafted in, this baby right here did the job. Anyway, wanted to give you a good look at those artifacts. They'll go well with the group. Thanks for tuning in to Indian Trace.